Hey gang, Roden here. Welcome on back to the Cade as we're carrying on with our playthrough of Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden from 2001 rather, for the PlayStation 1. The last episode ran a little bit longer than I had originally planned, but it wasn't all for naught as we managed to pick up a brand new mech to join our ranks in the Turn A Gundam, and we went through and did some considerable upgrades to it. Specifically across all of its major categories, but we did a huge boost to its limit, which again, limit in this game, if you're not familiar with it, will allow us to get to our more advanced options for weapons and defense, the higher we boost that up. We also did some stuff with the GPO-1, gave that a little bit of a work over. We did the same thing with Great Mazinger. We boosted up his limit considerably and his energy, to utilize the Thunder Break in other attacks. We managed to keep Voltez 5 in pretty good shape, so we didn't have to do too much with it. The big thing we did was we allocated all of our parts, so pretty much everything is decked out now. And in the Bazaar, we were able to actually utilize some of the money that we had to buy more stuff like hybrid armor, which we very much needed to be able to get. Because again, hybrid armor is the next step up from the Chobam armor. And then we have a couple of these mechs that we have available that don't look like they're going to be super helpful for us right now because they're fairly generic secondary mechs, so I didn't worry about that for the time being. But with all that out of the way, let's get a fresh save on the board. And let's jump into the next mission, because we were at a branch point where we could have followed the others to Fort Severn, or we could have stayed in the area. We opted to stay in the area because that's what Elsh, the captain of the Iron Gear, wanted to do. So we'll see if that helped us or hindered us in some way. There's real no... If we go one way or the other, it honestly isn't too huge of a deal. I mean, obviously, with the way these games are set up, and if you play games like this that have a lot of branching storylines and things to it, so think like Mass Effect or Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto, games like that. I mean, it's not uncommon to have stuff like this in here, especially nowadays, where if you make a decision at point 12, then it will pass you by a bunch of stuff that you'll reconnect with on the back end once you get to like mission 21, for lack of a better argument. Not saying that's the case here, but we'll be encountering a slightly different scenario now than if we'd gone with everybody else to the fort. So we got Rio here. Okay, so we've got the Getter crew. We've got the other blue guard that goes with Raideen. So if we could get Getter Robo back in this one, that wouldn't suck at all. Found a town similar to the one nearby, but no preventer machines. Spotted the Borat and the land ship skulking around the area. Didn't find anything on this end. So it looks like everybody's out on patrol trying to find where everybody else is gone. We've got the Tall Geese. We've got Mazinger Z. We got Char. Now we got Amuro. And Hayato is there. So we do have the full Geta team here. That's Raideen. Judging from the composition of the picture, they appear to be fighting alongside one another. So they know where Akira and Brave Raideen is. Of course, Quattro is being reluctant to want to do anything because he doesn't seem like the trusting sort behind those shades. I never said we can't help him. We just need to do some investigating first. And it's not like Raideen can't handle itself. Akira may not be the best pilot, and Raideen may not be the most powerful mech in the bunch, but he's no slouch. As we aptly demonstrated in the last mission, because we just totally tore into all those mechs. Try reconsidering exactly why it was that the Shin Getter and Mazinger had to be sealed away. So we still haven't gotten either of those yet. And boy, I am champing at the bit to get my hands on both of them. Once we unlock Shin Getter and Mazinger, oh, this game is going to take a massive ramp up in fun. Of course, Ryoma and Hayato, who, as much as they are comrades in arms, they've never agreed on much of anything. And I know that, having watched this anime, having watched Getter Robo for almost getting on more than 40 years now. Ryoma is your typical hot-headed leader who, in the original anime, was a soccer player and a bit of a hellraiser, but Hayato was more or less, he was a solitary guy, and if I remember right, he was actually like an underworld guy. And they simply got pulled together because they had the capability of piloting the Getter machines, along with Musashi, who was in the early part of this game, and then who was replaced by Benkei when they built Getter Robo G, which is what we're using now. So they've found both Shin Getter Robo and Mazinger, but as it stands right now, neither Ryoma or Koji are capable of handling either one of them. Which makes complete sense, as Mazinger is the most powerful Mazinger model that was ever built. And you could argue that the Getter Emperor is the biggest of the bunch in the Getter Robo universe, but Shin Getter pretty much is considered to be the ultimate Getter machine. So we have Mission 18, Mechanical Beasts, not Mechanical B. And hopefully this mission won't be quite as prolonged as the last one. So let's see what is on the board and how the board's going to look for us. We've already got one crate there that we got to grab. And we have to remember that we got to get to those before the enemy does, because they can confiscate them from us. Oh, and we have Mazinger beasties that we have to fight. We've got a fairly good complement here. Time when Zaku's and Kapuls are buried in the ground, it's not that odd. Alright, so let's take a quick gander of what we have here. So there's that crate. There's one crate there, and there's one crate there. Anything else on the board we need to see about grabbing? Yep, there's one all the way back there. So we got to make sure we get those 4 crates as soon as we can. So I'll send Zex and the Tall Geese that way. Having Mazinger and Getter Robo G is going to be a lot of fun in this one. Now, who is piloting this one? Oh, Burning's in the GP03. Okay. So the GPO-3 is the outer space Gundam that is used in 0083 Stardust Memory. Noin convert into aircraft mode, that way she can cover more distance. Alright. Let's see what the MechaBeasts are going to do. More baddies have shown up. Alright, luckily these guys can't move very far. Alright, pick up the first one. 20 grand in fundage. That does not suck. And now Mazinger has Valor, which means I can hit for double attack power. That's nice. Rio doesn't have that yet. But if all goes well in this mission, we should be able to get it. Okay, those guys aren't going to be able to move very far, and that's fine. Oh, come on, Zax. Okay. We haven't seen Mazinger in a while. We'll take a look at it. I have to admit, the Mazinger MechaBeasts were always weird-looking concoctions. Now, they are right. We have to make sure we can get over to that spot as soon as we can. Otherwise, if they're going to keep multiplying, we are going to have a problem, even though they're not super powerful. Ah! The backup has arrived. So these are stronger MechaBeasts than they're used to as well. Okay. So send 9 that way. VR helmet. That will help with our ability to hit targets. I can send Yun that way. Send these guys this way. Okay. Now those are moved. Unfortunately, these guys are going to be bringing up the rear for some time. Let's see what the GPO-3 looks like when it fires the Mega Cannon off. Now, under all of that additional plating and everything is a Gundam. And basically what it is that if Burning wanted to, he could hit a switch and he could eject out of all of that and just have his standard Gundam to fight with. But that's all weaponry and extra engines and things that allows him to be more maneuverable. Alright, I'm not worried about showing the Tomahawk Boomerang because we've seen that a couple of times already, but we'll put this guy down because we're already at 19 minutes. Bust out the rocket punch on this guy. Okay. So everybody is moved. But because I set up where he only takes a quarter damage, he won't take quite so much. And Mazinger was designed to take these sorts of mechs down. So It's exactly what he wants to be able to do. And softening these guys up will be really nice for everybody coming behind him. Now, if we can get to that space, I think in 4 turns, on that mountain between these 4 mechs, if we get here, we can get a skill point. But, again, it's not hypercritical we do that. Alright, I'll have all my support craft fly past this guy and come over here. Can I get him across the water? Yeah, I can. Perfect. And I'll have Yun pick up this crate. What do we have in here? Cartridge. Okay, that'll be good for replenishing ammunition. That Amuro will fire off on this guy with a critical. Let's send the boomerang his way. This should put him down. That's critical. And bye-bye, you big baboon. I took a bit of a hit. Alright, I think we still have to move the iron gear. Alright, everybody is moved. Not a good idea to try and go after Amuro, because you are toast. Thwack. That'll work. And having Zex be able to sit here and really lay into these guys is going to be helpful. Well, it was for a minute. Alright, I think I want to be right about here. If I remember right, I should be able to launch a map attack that can take out the majority of these guys from right about there. Hit this guy with a heat rod. You whiffed. Then have my Gundams whittle these guys down. That'll help. And then here comes Great Mazinger, doing what he does best. The only mech better designed to take these guys down than regular Mazinger is Great Mazinger. Alright, we're critical on this one with the Chodenji top. And yeah, they're barely denting me. Bring you in this way. I can bring 9 up here. I still managed to hit it, and all I need is 300 points. Goodbye. It's going to defend, so I won't hit it quite as much as I wanted to, but I still hit it. Critical this puppy. Ooh. Not what I wanted. But still in the fight. Alright. Move these guys down. Boost that up a little bit. Alright, they're all going to defend. Whoop, nope, that one isn't. You're going to try and hit me for 7%? Good luck with that. Not happening. We're getting patched up. Everybody's moved, I think. Yes. Alrighty. We haven't seen this one in a while. And even if he hits, it's not going to be enough to really damage her too much. But Fa can't take too many hits. She's very much a backline sniper. But this should help her level up a bit. Alright, you can fire missiles at me all you want. You're barely going to dent Getter, but I can hit you a lot harder. Especially because the laser cannon's got quite a few more shots in it than you think. I don't necessarily want to waste a Thunder Break on this one, but that's critical. I'd rather use the bazooka and not utilize all its energy in case I can bust out a map attack here and take out the majority of these guys. But this, though, I'm fine with. Go ahead and ping me with your laser all you want. Yeah, they're going after all my support craft now. Okay, so I want everybody out of that zone, including him, Getter, and Mazinger. Let him get hit. Whiffed on the Getter beam, and I'm good with that. Use the iron cutter on this bull and see if that finally puts him down. Alright, everybody is clear of the blast radius. You may fire when ready, Gridney. Did it not hit? I don't think it hit. Son of a gun. Well, that rightly sucks. Alright, she took another hit. But secondary attack should put that one down, and it did. Okay. Let's go and start polishing things off here. Put this Doubless down. That should be enough to take him out. I don't want to end the turn yet, because I still want to get that last crate. Repair Fa. Bring these guys over finally. The turn 8, I don't think is going to get much action in this one. But until I can get a point where it's off the ground and I can have it fly, that's going to be the critical thing. Alright, so everybody else is moved. Yes. Alright, so one more turn and we should be done. Yeah, you're not going to hurt Voltes 5 with puny attacks like that. Goodbye. Crank out the Chodenji top. Try saying that 3 times fast. Take him out. We'll watch this one. We're almost done with this, so. Again, like I said, as long as we're not chewing up so much time that we're going way over, then I obviously want to show you as much gameplay as I can, but. I also want to keep in mind that we're at 40 minutes now, which isn't terrible. Oh, cleft it in twain. Sweet. Might as well use it, because it's not going to make much difference. Put him down. Ah! Shoot, I should have had him go and get that crate first. Damn it. Well, too late now. So our prospects for resolving this peacefully have grown dim. While the innocent intend to fight the moon race, we'll wind up getting dragged into that sooner or later. Don't forget that Nox is destroyed at their hands. If we can't get the power we need, we won't be able to protect our own soil. Moon race are invaders. You must be aware of our plight as their victims. You knew what those mechanical beasts that came out of the ground were. You also fought them yourselves. Could you still say the same thing if they showed up elsewhere and attacked cities? Well, we've dealt with that. We've dealt with that for nearly half a century now in these anime. Why do mechs from our time work perfectly thousands of years in the future? What matters is that they work. So Sayaka is still missing. So is Musashi. Finding everyone one person at a time. Yeah, we are missing our other female Mazinger pilot in Sayaka. If I remember right, she pilots the Aphrodite, or no, the Diana A. So she's around here somewhere. And we still haven't found Musashi yet, who's the pilot of Getter 1. Or the original Getter Robo, I should say. Alright, and of course Tetsuya and Yoon have history because they're the two pilots that are featured in Great Mazinger. And well, I don't remember them having really a romantic relationship. It's much more of, I think, of a brother-sister relationship. Much more fraternal.
Na Jun, 俺は機械獣の復活を、地下勢力の復活を心の中では喜んでいるのかもしれない。なぜならあいつらを敵を倒すことが俺たちの生きる目的だからな。
Although part of me really wishes I had Grandizer in this game. I would love to have had him. But be that as it may, we are at the intermission for this one. We've gotten close to another 100,000 in funds. And now we've got quite a few more things at our disposal. Namely, we've got some more Gundams. We've got the Hyakushiki Kai, which again is a great sniper backmarker robot that we can have. We've got the Tall Geese 3. We've got Mazinger. We've got Great Mazinger. We have Getter Dragon again. And we have Voltes 5. So, what we will do, as we often do in this case, is we will do our usual upgrades and what have you, and then we will get cracking on the next mission. But, in the meantime, hope you've been enjoying the content and this playthrough. Be sure to tune in for Sports Saturday and Suckerpunch Sunday coming up this weekend, where we play a classic sports and fighting platform-based game from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. My name is Ron. It's been great to spend this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.